congratulations on your fine year.
Thank you, Frank.
Denny Bridges of Illinois Wesleyan. Let's go back now to Jim Turpin.
Thank you, Frank Bassoni. With me is Rudy Keeling, the coach at Peoria Bergan. I want to tell you, you guys had quite a running game yesterday. Your team showed it can get out and go, and that may be what happens here again this afternoon, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, I think Madison wants to get out and run, and we like to run. We just don't want it to get too helter-skelter today. You know, they run real well, so we don't want it to get out of hand.
You had a chance to look at that ball club yesterday, and I don't know how many other times you've been able to see them, but Rudy, when you reach this stage of the season, do you just kind of do the things that you ordinarily do, or do you do something special at this time of year?
Well, I don't think you can do anything special now. I think you just have to do the things that's got us here and hope that's enough. We think we've got a good ball club. We like what we do, and so we're going to try and just play our game.
Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Come on in, Larry. Good to see you, Coach.
Hey, it's good
butterfly time, isn't it?
It's good to be here. I'm just glad to be here.
You know, we're just talking to Rudy about he thinks this may turn out to be a running ball game. He says he knows you like to run, and they like to run a little bit themselves. You think we might see some up and down the court stuff?
I hope so. I asked Rudy what kind of defense he's going to use, and he said they're going to press us. And I said, well, we're going to press you. So we're going to be in a 1-2-2 full court press, and that usually generates a lot of excitement.
You were able to see that ball club yesterday. What did you think of Bergan?
Well, I didn't watch them very close because I had some other matters to attend to, but they look like a real powerful ball club, and our 6'1" center may have trouble against their 6'7" center, but we faced that problem all year long, and we'll just have to adjust to it as the game goes along.
No, you want to talk to your players. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Now let's go back to Frank Bassoni.
Thank you very much, Jim. With us here is a man who's feeling something special right now, the head coach of Luther South, Cliff Dahl. Cliff, describe your feelings right now.
Well, it's great. That's all I can say. To be sitting here going to be playing in the state finals, that's it's a thrill. I was there when I was a kid in high school, and boy, I know what those kids are going through now. It's fun.
Oakville just kept coming at you.
They're outside shooting, and then their interior passing. Interior passing scared me from watching them yesterday, and I thought we'd just back in, but then they started hitting outside, and that, I forget his 13, whatever his name was. Renegarby shoots in 18 points today, and he only averages 4 for the season, so he wanted it pretty bad.
Coach, how about in the finals, both these teams, whoever wins, likes to get up and down the court. It'll be an entirely different ball game. How will you react to that? What would be your overall game plan, not knowing exactly who it is, but how do you play against somebody like that?
Well, we'll get pretty deliberate. I'll go in and use my height and try to get them come and press us, and then we can get in behind them. And so it's we'll get awful deliberate on them and take our opportunities. We can always send Conley once in a while during the ball game.
So you'll attempt to control the tempo with a slowdown, a downbeat, huh?
Right. Yes.
Cliff, you've had an opportunity to see both Madison and Peoria Bergan, at least in part. What do you think about the game? What are your reactions to these two teams? Let's start with Peoria Bergan.
Okay, with Bergan, they've got that McCabe inside, and he's really a big physical kid and could give Madison a little bit of trouble. I don't know when Madison now, if they're really an up-tempo team this year, or if they're very deliberate, or what happened last night, if Timothy forced them to slow it down. But it's going to be interesting. I think all them subs that Bergan puts in there has got to be to their advantage, because all those kids just play and play and play.
Coach, they've averaged 73 a game. They give up 61, so I think last night was not the typical kind of game for them. They'll be flying up and down, trying to press the full length of the court. They like to break, and they got quickness. They got some quick hands. You do too.
Right. Coach, one final question. We'd like to ask you what will happen now to your team and you between now and 8 o'clock tonight with the championship game? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to take them back to the motel now, and they're going to lounge around until about 5 o'clock, and we're going out and eat and come here for the 6:30 game.
Very good. Good luck tonight, and congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much.
Coach Cliff Dahl of Luther South. Now we'll have the second game lineups coming up right after this.
Country Country Companies don't just offer an insurance discount on new homes. We offer more, like special low rates as your house gets older. In fact, your home may qualify for Country Companies' low rates if it's 5, 10, 20 years, even older. So if you're high on your home, see how low we can be on your homeowners. Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, business, and farm.
This is the house that everyone's talking about. Every Sunday, people come out to P&W Builders in Frontier Estates and ask about the Woodhaven. Why? Because it combines beauty and elegance in a practical style, like this walk-in living room and big open kitchen area, elegant with genuine wood cabinets. And 3 bedrooms, each with plenty of closet space. But what sets this house apart from all the others is its beautiful rustic style. The Woodhaven, a real work of art from P&W Builders.
Rich Little and Bernadette Peters.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the 15th annual Your Choice for the Oscars.
2 hours of highlights from last year's films, plus the results of your Oscar choices.
All the top nominees and scenes from the pictures that everybody is talking about.
Plan to join us.
Here's how to vote.
Look for this ad appearing in many area newspapers, plus the March 22nd TV guide. Vote for your favorites, and you might have a chance to win a pair of tickets to a Carasotis theater.
Jim Turpin back at the Assembly Hall in Champaign on the campus of the University of Illinois, along with Frank Bassoni and Dick Campbell. Second game coming up in just a moment. Right now, let's pause 5 seconds for station identification.
Watch Murderers Row tonight at 10:30 on Cinema 19.
Second ball game matches the Peoria Bergan Ball Club, coached by Rudy Keeling, against Madison. We're going to have to try not to call either one of these teams the Trojans. That's obviously both their nicknames and would be a bit confusing, I'm afraid. As a matter of fact, when they walked out a while ago, everybody had on white and they all had Trojans written on their back. Madison against Peoria Bergan. The winner of this has the right to meet Luther South tonight for the championship. There's the buzzer, and both ball clubs now coming off the courts. And we're ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. Here's PA announcer Tom Trent.
Now let's meet the people involved in our second semifinal game this afternoon. First of all, for the Trojans of Madison High School with a record of 27 wins and 4 losses. Their head coach, Larry Graham. Coach Graham in his 11th year at the school. His record is 219 wins, 80 losses. The team members for Madison: number 11, Tyrone Eccles. Number 13, Kerwin Stanley. Number 23, Greg Lucas. Number 41, Richard Borney. Number 43, Tony Johnson. Number 53, Mark Czar. And number 55, Kevin Brown. And now the starting lineup for the Trojans of Madison. At one forward is senior, 6'1", number 35, Kerry Guest.
Kerry Guest, into the ball game, averaging 6.1 on the year.
The other forward, a junior, number 25 at 6'2", Pat Hatter.
Hatter averaging 15 points a year. He scored 6 yesterday.
Starting at center for Madison, a junior, 6'1", number 45, Morris Hughes.
Morris Hughes averaging 17 points a year.
At one guard position, a senior, 5'10", number 15, Ricky Powers.
There is Ricky Powers, averaging 7.2 on the year. Obviously,
and the other
Hughes
guard,
is averaging
junior,
17 points a game, not per year. Wouldn't be much of an average, would it? You guys weren't going to tell me that, were you? You're just going to let it slide by.
And now
Madison
for
Trojans.
Bergan High School in Peoria, the Trojans with a record of 22 wins and 8 losses. Their head coach, Rudy Keeling. He's in his 3rd year at the school. His record, 44 wins 33 losses. The team members for Bergan: number 10, Steve Franks. Number 14, Rob Carino. Number 15, Casey Welch. Number 22, John Ruffin. Number 23, Paul Kupfert. Number 25, Bob Shermer. And the starting lineup for the Trojans of Bergan High School. At one forward position, a senior, 6'2", number 11, Steve Whittig.
Steve Whittig averaging 4.5 points per game.
The other forward, a senior, 6'5", number 20, Rich Amberg.
Rich Amberg averaging 7.9 on the year.
Starting at center for Bergan, a junior, 6'7", number 24, Scott McCabe.
Scott McCabe at 6'7", averaging 19.3. Tough rebounder.
At one guard position, a senior, 5'11", number 4, Pat Thomas.
Pat Thomas averaging 6.6.
And the other guard for Bergan, a senior, 6'1", number 12, Tom Gillis.
And Tom Gillis averaging 18.3, an all-stater.
The officials
Peoria
for the
Bergan Trojans against Madison
are Kelly Douglas of Rockford and Jim Ersman of Aurora.
The officials are Kelly Douglas of Rockford, he's the one with the glasses, and Jim Ersman of Aurora.
I want to remind the fans that tonight's championship game will be on at 8 o'clock. We'll have the Class AA next week. The girls' title games come up March 29th, and the track and field championships be on May 24th. Your IHSA network.
Madison against Peoria Bergan. The winner of this one will play Luther South tonight for the championship. Madison in the green uniforms and Peoria Bergan in the white.
Scott McCabe and Morris Hughes at the center.
Madison from down in St. Clair County. Of course, Peoria Bergan from Peoria County. Morris Hughes against Scott McCabe. There's the tip, controlled by Madison. With it is Hatter, and he gets the ball to Claggett. Back out front now, Powers on the side. Long jump shot. First shot of the game by Hatter is no good. Rebound goes to the floor, and he gets it back.
3-2 zone being employed here by Bergan.
This jump shot is up and off by Claggett, no good. And now Peoria Bergan with the rebound, and with it is Tom Gillis. Deep pass. There's a man just wide open up and in. That is Scott McCabe. He beat Madison down the court and gives Bergan the lead 2-0. Little pressure, but Hatter across the line with it to Powers. Right side now to Claggett. Claggett fakes, doesn't take it. But Powers does, and he hits it, and he ties it at 2.
Ricky Powers.
Here's the pressure coming back. 1-2-2.
Well, that's what Larry Graham told us. He said both of them were going to press. There'd be a lot of running, and that's exactly right. There's McCabe open again. He missed this one, though, and the rebound is pulled out of there by Morris Hughes for Madison.
Remember, Jim, McCabe came out of the chute last night with 20 points in the first half, and they're looking for him now.
Working it out front is Powers, 15. 2 to the ball now, and Claggett, 33. Down the outside of the Peoria Bergan zone. 2-2 tie. Long jump shot. Claggett got it.
Charles
Madison
Claggett.
4-2 now on top. And the press is on. In the backcourt with it is Tom Gillis. Two-time him and kick it away. The ball belongs to Peoria Bergan to throw in from the side.
This is Gillis, number 12, the All-Stater. A fine scorer, an excellent passer. He'll handle the ball against the press, put it on the floor, and work through it.
Steve Whittig now to Pat Thomas. Now to Gillis. 4-2, Madison on top by 2. We just started. Deep in the corner to Whitty. Back out front now to Gillis. Cross court the ball to Thomas. Bob in the corner. Get it underneath. Short jump shot is up and in. That is Scott McCabe. Well done.
They're running a pattern there in which they post up McCabe, then reverse the ball and bring it back to him on the other side.
With the ball for Madison is Powers. Long jumper. Powers outside the key, rimmed it. Rebound McCabe, and a foul is called on the rebound. And it's going to be on Peoria Bergan's Rich Amberg.
The foul was called on number 20, Rich
Amberg's not real thrilled with that call himself.
No, apparently a blockout foul on that backside, trying to keep him off the boards.
Here's Hatter off to Claggett. Look the ball in the corner to Hatter. Goes to the floor, picked up by Hughes. His turnaround jumper is short of everything. Rebound, Amberg gets it off to Gillis, down to McCabe. Good pass underneath, and then that shot of Pat Thomas is blocked into the stands.
Scott McCabe gets out and runs. Nice pass off there. Nice defensive recovery, though, and slapped it out of bounds.
Gillis will inbound it to Thomas. Back to Gillis for the jumper in the corner. Didn't get it. Rebound to the floor. Here comes Madison in a hurry. Now they slow down a bit. Claggett off to Ricky Powers. Underneath, over the shoulder foul going to be called there on Scott McCabe. Tried to get that ball into Morris Hughes, and McCabe picked up his first foul. Score is tied 4-4. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Second semifinal game. The winner will meet Luther South tonight for the championship. You get that ball into Hughes, and McCabe blocked his shot and blocked it out of bounds. It'll be Madison ball to inbound with Pat Hatter. They just lob it in to Hughes beautifully. He drives down the lane, caught it on the fly, and pushed it through. 6-4 Madison. And Gillis lobs the ball. Amberg down the lane. Passes for McCabe. Knocked out of bounds. Hit last by Madison. Peoria Bergan ball.
They all know where McCabe is on the court. Everybody's conscious of him inside, and he's a 19.5 points a game scorer.
In the corner, Gillis. They look for McCabe. Eleven is Whitty. There's a ball almost stolen in the backcourt, but retrieved back there by Thomas. He lobs the ball for McCabe. He feeds to Amberg. His layup is no good. He got it back. Got it up again. Missed it. Rebound, Morris Hughes for Madison. Now to Ricky Powers. There's the ball deflected out of bounds by Gillis.
Peoria staying in the 3-2. Madison switched back to a man-to-man at the other end of the court.
With the ball, Claggett. Now to Powers. Claggett again. 3:56 to go. They work it around the outside of the Peoria Bergan zone. 3:52 to go for the quarter. 6-4 Madison. That is Claggett. Off now to Powers. Corner Hatter. To Powers for the jumper, but he's traveling.
No basket.
He made the basket. It will not count. He was called for traveling.
Into the Bergan.
Tyrone Eccles is in the ball game now, replacing Ricky Powers.
Into the Madison lineup, number 11.
The tempo of this game is a little bit slow because of that zone. Madison's got to work carefully to get it in, so it's not up and down the court we thought it might be.
Paul Cupford has come on for Peoria Bergan. Gillis deep pass in the corner to Whitty. There's Cupford. His left-hand shot is up. No good. Rebound grabbed out of there by Kerry Guest for Madison. In a hurry now. Going for the short jumper. It's up Hughes. No good. Knocked out of bounds. The ball belongs to Madison. Pat Hatter will inbound it. That's declared way out front to Tyrone Eccles. On the side, Claggett. Now Eccles. Hughes. Long set shot. A beauty by Tyrone Eccles that just came into the game. Scored his first 2 points. It's 8-4. Madison leads. 3:01 to go first quarter. Gillis with the ball for Peoria Bergan at the top of the key. To Thomas. Down the lane, Cupford, who's going to be called for an offensive foul. Paul Cupford. Driving lane, picks up the offensive foul.
Cupford, that's 3 against Bergan.
There it is.
An official's timeout.
The timeout has been called here with 2:48 to go. And this is the first period. Madison leading at 8-4. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Farmers have been boosting corn yields with DeKalb hybrids since the days of horse-drawn planters. Today's innovative farmers continue to depend on research companies like DeKalb. That's why their high-yield corn programs start with DeKalb XL55A. Yield is the best description. Add fast dry down of quality grain on healthy plants, and you have a yield-packed hybrid. Just a few of the good reasons innovative farmers depend on DeKalb XL55A.
This is Drake Stockard, a personal banker at Commercial National Bank. And this is Automatic, Commercial Bank's new automatic banker. You can still see a personal banker when you need personal attention. But when all you need is a routine transaction, you can see Otto, the automatic banker. Otto works 24 hours a day, so he's there when you need him. And even a personal banker needs an automatic banker sometimes.
Thanks, Otto. You're welcome, Drake.
Automatic banking. Commercial National Bank of Peoria.
Thus far in the ball game, Madison shooting 40% from the field, 4 of 10, and Peoria Bergan 29%, 2 of 7.
Here's three-quarter court 1-2-1-1 or 1-2-2 zone press.
There's Hatter for Madison. It's the ball off to Claggett. 2:37 to go now. Out front to Tyrone Eccles. Madison leads it by 4. 8-4.
Not much movement in except for the two inside people for Madison. They stay in that perimeter offense.
Short jumper Hughes up no good. McCabe rebounds for Peoria Bergan. Deep pass off to Gillis. Gillis coming down. He stops, pumps a double pumper, and missed it. Rebound, Morris Hughes. Deep pass off to Hatter, and he stuffs it for Madison. 10-4, 6-point lead for Madison. First 2 points for Pat Hatter. Deep pass knocked out of bounds by the hustling Morris Hughes.
Into the
Peoria Bergan ball.
Number 15, Casey Welch.
Casey Welch has come into the ball game now.
There's that stuff again.
Jim, I don't think Bergan's in the tempo or flow of their game like they want right now. I think Rudy Keeling looking for the rhythm of Bergan's offense to get perked up.
Into the ball game now.
There's that stuff again.
Jim, I don't think Bergan's in the tempo or flow of their game like they want right now. I think Rudy Keeling looking for the rhythm of Bergan's offense to get perked up.
They get the ball to McCabe. He starts to go for the shot, and he is fouled.
The foul was called on number 35.
Kerry Guest picked it up.
That's the first against Madison.
It's the first foul on Madison in the half. They get the ball to McCabe. To Cupford, and he is fouled from behind, and Guest got him. 2 quick fouls on Kerry Guest.
Number 35, Kerry Guest.
10-4, Madison leads with 1:49 to go in the first period. Here is Gillis. He lobs on the side to Amberg. Amberg's shot is up and off the board and bounced around, tipped by McCabe, no good. Rebound foot for and cleared out of there by Pat Hatter. Gets it off to Claggett. 1:34 to go for the period. Claggett to Eccles. High post Hughes. Now Eccles. To Claggett. On the right side, he's looking underneath. Ball batted out of bounds by Tom Gillis. Steve Whitting coming back in for Peoria Bergan.
Steve Whitting.
And Greg Lucas has come on for Madison.
Number 23, Greg Lucas.
Claggett inbounds the ball to Eccles. 1:19 to go for the first quarter. Underneath Hughes, short jumper up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, hit last by Gillis. It belongs to Madison. Pat Hatter will inbound it with 1:14 to go in the period. 10-4 lead Madison over Bergan. Claggett in the corner. Hughes turnaround jumper, and he got it. Madison off to an 8-point lead here, 12-4.
I think it's a matter of time before Bergan's going to have to take a look at man-to-man defense. I guess they're a little worried about quickness.
Gillis all the way down the lane, gives the ball to McCabe for the layup, and he got it. Beautiful feet from Gillis to McCabe.
A penetration, that's why he's an all-stater. He dealt that off nicely.
Long jumper. Claggett missed it. Rebound to the floor. McCabe has it off to Gillis. One-on-one with Eccles. Let's see what he does. He double pumps. It's off the board. He missed it. And the rebound is grabbed by Madison. Good effort by Gillis. Couldn't get it down. 34 seconds to go now for the quarter. It's 12-6. Madison leads it. Here is Claggett. And they're going to hold for one, apparently. 24 seconds to go. Now 15 seconds. Now 13.
Got to come out.
They're going to make Peoria Bergan come out. They get the ball to Hughes. His shot is up. No good. The rebound, Amberg for Bergan. And the turnover. The ball belongs to Madison with 4 seconds to go. Pat Hatter will inbound it. Here is Eccles. 3 seconds. Going to have to hurry. Knocked away. Stolen there. At least they saved that last shot. Casey Welch deflected that ball and prevented Madison from taking a last-second shot in the first period. 12-6 ball game. Madison leads. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Dave Bender just bought another $25,000 of life insurance. Not unusual, except 6 weeks ago, Dave had a heart attack. He also had a guaranteed insurability option he'd arranged through his Country Company's agent, so he could buy more insurance at low rates regardless of physical condition. Guaranteed insurability, the option that gives you options. Country Companies, insurance for life, health, home, auto, farm, and business.
The majority of dirt in your home lies deep down in your carpet. So to really clean, you need a Hoover. Like this Hoover convertible upright from True Value hardware stores. Just select the right height for maximum cleaning effectiveness. Then let the famous beats as it sweeps, as it cleans method take over, as the edge cleaning feature gets right up to the baseboards. And right now, this Hoover upright is just $59.99 at participating True Value hardware stores.
Jim, it seems that Bergan's having a little trouble getting started. As Frank said, the tempo is not quite consistent with what they'd like to do. They would like to push the ball and get going, but the zone that they're playing is kind of bringing about the methodical, deliberate play that Madison's using, and I don't know. Maybe we'll see here if they go man-to-man.
Also, Jim, Rudy Keeling's giving All-State Tom Gillis a rest. Tom hasn't been able to get his shots to go in, but he's one of those kinds of shooters that may come in and hit 3 or 4 in a row.
Yes, he was 4 for 17 in yesterday's game.
All right, it's Hughes for Madison against McCabe for Bergan. The tip is controlled by Bergan. That is Steve Wittig with it. Casey Welch in the corner. Wittig back to Welch. Ball is kicked there by Pat Hatter. It'll be Bergan's ball to throw in.
Into the Bergan lineup.
Not much of a rest for Gillis.
Gillis.
Just a few seconds. He is back in there now.
You remember Darrell Royal's old line, you dance with who brung you.
Exactly right. And Gillis starts to make his move, and he is fouled out front by Pat Hatter.
Madison in a 1-2-2 with a little pressure out here in the perimeter.
Against Madison.
That's a 13 foul on Madison. Peoria Bergan's ball. That is Gillis with it. Cross courts the ball to Amberg. Now Gillis again. Down the lane. Pumps it off the board. Up and in. He got it.
Fine penetrator.
Gillis.
12-8 now. The Madison lead has been cut to 4. The press is on. The ball's deflected by McCabe. He has it. Eccles knocks away. Gillis gets it back. Beautiful pass to Thomas. Thomas's shot is blocked and knocked out of bounds, and a foul has been called. Let's look at that flurry of action.
Here's that behind-the-back pass by Gillis to 4, and then a nice shot block. Almost a super offensive play, but a nice defensive play to counteract it.
That's one of the times when throwing the ball behind your back is exactly the right thing to do. The only pass he had. Shot is up by Thomas. He missed it. He'll have one more.
Yes, Jim, that's the time the coach yells, "Don't make that nice pass."
Number 13, Kerwin Stanley.
12-8. Madison leads it. One more shot for Thomas. He made that one. It's now a 12-9 ball game. Here's Madison in a little trouble, but they clear the ball to Hughes. He comes down 2-on-1, gives it underneath, shot is up and off the board. No good. That is Lucas, missed it. And Gillis brings it down for Peoria Bergan. Now the tempo has increased a bit. To Amberg. Back to Gillis. In the corner, Whitty. Gillis. Way out front, Thomas. Side Whitty. Underneath McCabe. Short jumper. Rolled it around and missed it. Rebound Madison. Clearing it out is Greg Lucas. Off to Eccles, who brings it down. 6:47 to go in the half. It's 12-9, Madison by 3. Ball is deflected under there by Whittig and picked off by Amberg, who gets it to Gillis.
Gillis is who they look for to break. They're all hunting for him. They kick it out. He brings it, does something with it.
Thomas free for the jumper, and he got it home.
Jim Thomas is 64% shooter and an 80% free throw shooter.
12-11 to score, and as they bring the ball down the court, Whittig picked it up. Steve Whittig gets the foul. The 4th team foul on Peoria Bergan and the 1st on Whittig. Here is Kerwin Stanley. To Hatter, back to Stanley. They get the ball to Hughes, and again he's called for traveling. He tries to make his move. And so Peoria Bergan, after being down, can take the lead. And Larry Graham wants a timeout for Madison at this point. 6:18 to go in the half, and Madison on top, 12-11. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Acres of gold, keeping America going. Acres of gold, keeping the trade winds blowing.
Plant DeKalb hybrids, and you'll harvest acres of gold.
It's a great feeling knowing we've got acres of gold.
Now, a report from our banquet committee. Bill?
Well, sir, this year we're going to feel good about our meal. We're having it catered by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
For any size group, Kentucky Fried Chicken catering is the answer. Finger-licking good Kentucky Fried Chicken and all the fixins. For your next event, let the Colonel do your catering.
Second semifinal game, Madison leads it by 1, 12-11. The first game was won by Luther South over Oakville, 59-57. So Luther South is in the championship game. We'll play the winner of this one. Double dribble is going to be called here against Peoria Bergan as they bring the ball down the court. That is Pat Thomas having trouble controlling it, and so it belongs to Madison. And it comes to Stanley. Now to Eccles. I'll support the ball to Hatter. Stanley to Eccles.
It's a good zone against a team that doesn't have a real strong inside game. It's wide. It takes a long time to move the ball around the perimeter. Madison only 12 points up to this point, so it's been successful.
Long jumper by Hatter is up and good. Pat Hatter, they just working around the perimeter for about a minute almost. And Madison now leads it again by 3, 14-11. He passed in the corner, Thomas. Tried to get the ball to McCabe, knocked out of bounds.
They established that triangle over there with McCabe in the inside and a man in the corner and one on the wing, and they're trying to jam it into him. They do it very well. They reverse it if they don't get it there and come back the other side with it.
Way out front, Thomas. They wait for Gillis and give it to him. He makes a drive down the lane, and they collided there, and a foul is going to be called, and it's on Kerwin Stanley.
I think Coach Larry Graham thought it went the other way, felt that he had position, but he was moving at the end.
That's 5 team fouls on Madison, the first on Stanley.
Yeah, he was moving. He didn't get his shoulders across.
Tom Gillis will be at the line. He was averaging 18.3 on the year. We'll have the 1-on-1 here. Made the first. Now a 14-12 game. Madison leads by 2. 80% from the line for this guy. He has done it all for Peoria Bergan. He rolled that one in. It's a one-point game again. Madison leads at 14-13. Presses on for Bergan. They get the ball to Hughes. Now bring it down to Stanley.
Jim, that press puts the big guy, McCabe, stretched out up there at 6'7", on the ball, and with the hopes of making him throw that high lob, and maybe he can pick it out.
After being knocked out of bounds, here is Gillis trying to steal it. He does steal it, but he is out of bounds with it, so it'll be Madison ball again. Back into the ball game now is Ricky Powers and Kerry Guest. Going out, Greg Lucas. 14-13. Madison leads by 1. Long jumper Hughes, no good. Rebound to the floor, picked up and pushed back up. Off the board, no good. And a jump ball is called on the rebound. Ricky Powers got that last jump shot off and couldn't get it down. A jump ball is called on the rebound. Going to the line will be Pat Hatter against Bob Shermer of Peoria Bergan. The tip goes all the way into the backcourt where it's retrieved there by Stanley. And he threw it away. Shermer goes to the floor. He'll be involved in another jump ball now. This big guy came into the game last night and created some havoc. He really throws the weight around well. Bob Shermer is 6'5", 200 pounds, a senior. Shermer will be jumping against Pat Hatter of Madison this time. Tip control by Madison. Back to Stanley. Powers to Stanley. Now Ricky Powers with the ball. Stanley wanted to take that shot out front a moment ago, didn't, but Hughes does. He missed. And a foul is going to be called. Pat Hatter crashing to the boards for Madison. Picks up the foul. Into the ball game for Bergan is John Ruffin. That's the second foul on Hatter. Ruffin is 6'1", 150 pounds, a junior.
Here come Hatter from the corner. Right across the arms. Good call. As Shermer came in last night, he was 3 for 4 from the field and 2 for 3 from the line for 8 important points and had 4 rebounds.
Also into the ball game for Madison is Mark Czar at 6'5".
Reminder tonight will be on at 8 o'clock with the championship game, Luther South against the winner of this game.
Bob Shermer makes the first. It is now 14-14 tie. That's his first point. He can put Bergan in front if he makes this one. 4:39 for the half. He did it. Peoria Bergan in front now by 1. 15-14.
Trouble.
They finally get it across the line. That is Mark Czar with it. Down in the corner. There's a shot up from Kerry Guest. He got it down. The basket's going to count, and he is fouled, and Madison is back in front 16-15. Bob Shermer picks up the foul. That's his first. The 15th foul on Peoria Bergan. Chance to complete the three-point play is Kerry Guest. 4.5 minutes now for the second quarter. Three-point play by Guest. 17-15 Madison lead. Gillis having trouble inbounding it. Gets the ball to Ruffin. Back to Gillis. Deep pass McCabe. About a 10-footer off the board. He got it. 17-17 tie. Madison in a hurry to Guest. His jumper is up and good again. It's Kerry Guest from along the baseline. He has now scored 5, and Madison now leads 19-17. Ruffin in trouble, but he gets the ball to Gillis. And boy, that Gillis just dribbles behind the back. He passes the ball to Shermer. His shot is up and good. He did it. What a setup. What an assist.
What an exhibition of ball handling wizardry by Tom Gillis.
Took it right through the whole traffic and dealt it off with a blind look one way and gave it off the other for the assist.
19-19 tie now. Traveling is going to be called out front on Ricky Powers, and Peoria Bergan, having just tied the score at 19, has the basketball.
Game being played a little close to the vest because it's of such great importance. You're at the point where you can get into that championship game. It's every player, every coach's dream. So they're playing it by inches.
Casey Welch has come on now, and he has the ball for Peoria Bergan. He has replaced Pat Thomas. Welch gives to Gillis. He takes a shot. Doesn't take it. Now he's going to take it. And he missed it. It was short. And the rebound is pulled down by Madison. With it is Ricky Powers. To Stanley. In the corner, Guest. Back to Stanley now. Powers. In the corner, pumping the long jumper and missing as Pat Hatter hit the side of the board. Gets his own rebound. Pumps it up and in.
Great leaper.
2-point lead now for Madison, 21-19. 6 points for Hatter. Presses on, Welch in trouble. Ball is stolen by Hatter. And he is traveling. He made the basket at the free throw line after the steal, but it will not count. He was traveling. Pat Thomas back in the game. That's Larry Graham of Madison you're looking at now, and he did not like that call very much.
If they can get the ball to Gillis, Jim, they get through it all right, but the other people are having a little trouble with the pressure. There it is again, a turnover.
Thrown away. Guest for the short jumper.
Ooh.
Missed it. Gets his own rebound. Missed it again. Gets his own rebound. Put it up. Missed it again, but he was fouled this time. Pat Thomas got him.
Has great individual effort there. The quickness. We'll take a look at it. Here it is.
That first one, he probably wished he had taken a layup, Dick. He was about 4 feet away. That's a tough shot.
Got it back again. Three shots, and he's at the line.
2 shots. Foul was on Pat Thomas. That's his first. At the line to shoot 2 will be Guest. He's a 52% shooter from the foul line on the year. And he missed the first. He'll have one more. 2 minutes and 56 seconds remain to be played. And this is the first half. Madison leads it by 2, 21-19. Guest missed the second one. Rebound Welch off to Thomas for Peoria Bergan. Down fast. Gives the ball to Shermer. His shot is up. It's good. It will not count. He was traveling. Back in the game is Rich Amberg, number 20 for Peoria Bergan. He's replaced Bob Shermer.
Hit the big boy with a pass on the break. He just mishandled it a little bit.
He pass off to Hatter. Down now to Czar. His shot is up, and it is good. Mark Czar.
Sophomore, Jim.
Now Madison leads by 4, and the Bergan is having a peck of trouble. They're going to have to hurry to get that ball across the line. They didn't do it. The 10-second call against Peoria Bergan. The ball belongs to Madison.
That pressure has really created some havoc here in this last 4 minutes of this half.
Wittig back in the ball game for Peoria Bergan. 2:24 to go for the half now. Madison leads it by 4. Way out front it comes to Powers. His jumper is no good. The rebound is fought for, grabbed off by Amberg, and he is fouled.
Yes.
Rich Amberg will go to the line. Kerry Guest got him, and that is Guest's 3rd foul.
Rudy Keeling remarked, Jim, that in Class A, this is Bergan's first year in Class A, officials call the games much tighter, but he thought that the shooting was better in A than he anticipated.
Back in the ball game is Charles Claggett for Madison. Sitting down is Kerry Guest, who picked up his 3rd foul. Amberg at the line, makes his first point, cuts the lead now to 3, 23-20. Got them both. 23-21 game. Madison by 2. 2:16 to go. They knock the ball away, and Bergan gets it. It's Thomas with the ball to Gillis. Back to Thomas. Drives the lane. Looking underneath from McCabe. Back to Gillis. Right at the free throw line. Or Thomas, rather. Right at the free throw line, and he got it down. Pat Thomas tied the game at 23. 5 points in the game for Thomas. So the press created that turnover and ended up with a Bergan basket. Madison with the ball now. They have 1:48 to go. Jumper from the corner is good by Hatter, and there's a foul called. Pat Hatter on the jumper from the corner. The basket is good. That makes it 25-23. The foul is on Scott McCabe, and going to the line will be Charlie Claggett for Madison. That's the 2nd foul on McCabe.
We hope you're enjoying our telecast this afternoon. DeKalb Ag Research and the more than 750 DeKalb dealers in Illinois are glad to be one of the network co-sponsors.
Claggett at the line. He missed the free throw, and Amberg has the rebound. He has it knocked away from him, but picked up by Wittig. Off to Gillis. 1:39 to go. Madison leads by 2. Gillis brings the ball down the court, gets to McCabe, fakes, pumps the ball off the board. He missed it. 2-on-1. A little hesitation there on McCabe's part. He finally ended up with the jump shot and missed. And there's a traveling violation going to be called on Charlie Claggett of Madison. They bring the ball down the other end of the court. Well, with a pace like this, Dick Campbell, those kinds of things happen.
Yes,
a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, the press is it's interesting. The press is bothering people at both ends of the court.
Here is Thomas, and he just charges into Hatter. and Thomas picks up the charging foul. He was looking back to see the ball. He grabbed it when he turned around. Hatter was there and gave him room enough. And the charging violation was called, and that's his second foul.
Yes, he was set up with plenty of time. If Thomas could have turned the corner, could have put it down, he might have evaded it, or avoided it. But he didn't.
Dick, if the offensive man has his head turned and is up in the air, you have to give him what? How much room to get down? Just room enough to get down.
Yes, enough room to change directions.
Here's Hatter. He made the first. He has now scored 9 points. And his team, Madison, leads Peoria Bergan 26-23. He got them both. It's 27-23. Thomas to Gillis. Now to Thomas. Back to Gillis. 1:17 to go for the half. Gillis in the corner with the jumper, and he got it. Nicely done. 27-25. Madison by 2. Down the court they come. Powers gets the ball over to Stanley. 1:01 to go. May hold for one if Bergan lets him. 55 seconds.
Bergan, instead of going man-to-man, or just extending that 3-2 out, the point man Wittig coming out, chasing the ball.
.41 seconds to go. With it to Stanley. Now Powers. Back to Stanley. 36 seconds. Madison with a 2-point lead, 27-25, holding on to it for one last shot here in the second quarter. The winner of this ball game meets Luther South tonight for the championship. We'll have the broadcast for you at 8 o'clock. Game time is 8:15. Now 18 seconds. Now 10. Stanley, he's called for traveling. They held it all that time, all the way from 58 seconds to go down to 7 seconds to go. Got the traveling call, and now Bergan has a chance to tie it. But they throw the ball away. It's stolen. They get it into Claggett, and he is traveling. 4 seconds to go. One turnover followed another there. Now Gillis. Looking, trying to find somebody to Thomas, and he is fouled. Oh, that's the last thing Larry Graham wanted to happen. With 3 seconds showing on the clock, Kevin Stanley picks up the foul on the press.
Yeah, it's a tough foul. I don't know that it's one you wouldn't want, but on the other hand, when you're pressing going after the basketball, you could have turned that into an interception and layup too.
Pat Thomas at the line with the 1-and-1. Rebound Hatter for Madison. Claggett shoots it from behind the center line, misses everything at the end of the first half. That's the end of the first half with the score Madison 27, Peoria Bergan 25. We'll recap the individual scoring for you after this message from the IHSA.
Well, what'll it be, Harry? Regular or trim? What? Oh, out cheering the old alma mater again last night, huh? You're really into high school sports, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Exciting. Yeah. Economical. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Something the whole family can enjoy. Hey, how about you guys? Anybody else see that game last night, huh?
Now, a report from our banquet committee. Bill?
Well, sir, this year we're going to feel good about our meal. We're having it catered by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
For any size group, Kentucky Fried Chicken catering is the answer. Finger-licking good Kentucky Fried Chicken and all the fixins. For your next event, let the Colonel do your catering.
How about giving your home the warm, friendly look of real brick? It's easy and inexpensive with briquettes. Briquettes are real kiln-fired brick, but only 1/2 inch thick. Briquettes are lightweight, so they require no extra support, and they're fireproof. But best of all, you can do it yourself with briquettes. Fireplaces, kitchens, accent walls, anywhere. Real kiln-fired briquettes are available at Paul Geisman Fireplace and Lighting in Peoria.
halftime at the Assembly Hall in Champaign-Urbana. I'm Frank Bassoni, again along with Coach Dick Campbell of York, and Madison leads Bergan at halftime 27-25. Coach, what do you think is going to decide this game in the second half?
Well, in a close one like this, Frank, gaining the lead becomes very important. Then you force the team from coming from behind to make some adjustments. I'd say that Madison's press has been gaining momentum. It's getting tougher and tougher, and the responsibility to bring it up has been almost solely in the hands of the All-Stater Gillis. Now, if he wears down or if they can keep the ball away from him, I think that maybe Madison could get control of the ball game. But as far as offensive execution, Bergan has the potential to get the ball to McCabe consistently inside and keep the heat on. So the lead becomes very important, and whoever can get it and get any kind of a command early in this third quarter, I would think would be a big factor.
Dick, is there anything that Peoria Bergan can do, in your opinion, to take advantage of the fact that their center, Scott McCabe, is so much bigger?
Well, they're attempting to do that. They're getting change up of defenses to attack, and they work very hard. In fact, maybe the contrary becomes true, that they're going too much to them, and they need to maybe balance it up with some other people taking their shots in order. But I think they're doing a pretty efficient job of getting it to them.
Thanks, Dick. We'll be back in a moment. One of your sponsors for this broadcast is Country Companies Insurance.
You got the bucket?
Get the insurance man.
Wayne Carey?
No, he's Life.
John Dolby?
Auto.
When you have all your insurance with Country Companies, you get one agent to call, to help make sure you have the right coverage and to speed your claims.
Wally Stupsker. Wally Stupsker.
Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, farm, and business.
Hello, Wally Stupsker? The insurance man. The window washer.
There's a lot to be learned from Mother Nature. She uses the best materials and methods, and everything is designed to last. P&W builders put the same quality and care into every home they build. Like nature, P&W builds each home individually, without shortcuts. Your family deserves the natural quality of a P&W home.
Today's news word is strident. Strident means harsh or grating. For example, a year after the leadership change in Algeria, the voice of government is less strident. Strident.
Newsword is brought to you by the Sheridan Bank. Bring us $10,000 before Thursday, and in 182 days, we'll give you back $10,000 plus $737.57.
One of the familiar faces in the Assembly Hall around Class A tournament time is Ed Butkovich, the head coach at Mount Pulaski, who won this tournament in 1976. Ed, welcome here, and again, Bergan and Madison, a good basketball game.
This is a great game right now. I'll tell you, two-pointer at halftime. It could have went either way. If it would have made that 1-1 and been tied, it's been a great game so far.
What do you expect will happen in the second half of this game?
Well, I look for the game to keep seesawing back and forth. It doesn't look like either of the team can get the momentum going right now. One team is playing real well for 2 minutes, and the other one comes back and takes advantage of the press, and then it turns around. The other one takes advantage of the press, and it's been going back and forth. I expect it's going to be the same way.
All right, irregardless of who goes on in the championship game tonight to play Luther South, do you favor Luther South because of their size?
No, I won't say that, because Luther South plays a control type of ball game. They have not shown the press yet, and I think to get the other team going, sometimes you have to press. Now, Luther South plays a conservative type of ball game. They go inside all the time, and they let you stay close to them.
What about factors that decide who wins state championships? We're going to have a title game tonight at 8 o'clock. What are some of the things that will decide who wins?
Well, number one, probably fatigue is a big factor in it. The physical ability of the players, and saying that, then you would probably have to say that Luther South may have an advantage over either of these teams. But I think that both the teams will make Luther South play a running type of ball game, and I think a lot of people are wanting to find out whether Luther can play a running type of game.
I think we asked that question of Coach Dahl about how he would play against Madison. He said, we'll slow it down. We'll play the slower tempo. So it's tough when a team really wants to play slow, and it gets size like that. It's very difficult, don't you think, to get them moving up and down the court?
Well, I think it is very difficult, and that's why the semifinal game, the first game, was so interesting, because both styles were the same, and both teams did not press, and both teams let you come down. Both teams played great defense, though, and I think that was a factor that kept the game close. And I'll tell you this, Renegarby from outside kept the game so close. I think he was the biggest factor in my opinion. I think he should be the first team in the tournament. He kept them within 20 points all the time. If he's not in the game, I think probably Oakville would have got beat by 15 points.
Well, with what he did coming in yesterday, he has to. You have to be one of his supporters, if not that you're satisfied with it. But he was marvelous yesterday, and he did the same thing today.
Yes, he did. He got a couple key buckets against us. Got 18 points today, and he had 8 assists, and he did a great job.
Ed Butkovich, thank you very much. Congratulations on another fine year.
Thank you, Frank.
Ed Butkovich of Mount Pulaski, and now let's go to Jim Turpin.
Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half of this ball game. Madison leads at 27-25. First of all, for Madison, Eccles has 2, Powers 2, Hughes 4. Hadler's the leading scorer with 10. Guest has 5, and Czar has scored 2. And now for Peoria Bergan. The Trojans of Peoria Bergan have Thomas with 5, Gillis has 6, McCabe 8, Amberg 2, and Shermer has scored 4. We have a 2-point ball game here at halftime with Madison leading Peoria Bergan. In case you've just joined us, have not heard about the first semifinal game, it was a close one, another heart stopper, won by Luther South over Oakville, 59-57. So Oakville had won one ball game by 2 points and now has lost one by 2. Right now, let's pause 5 seconds for station identification.
Watch Murderers Row tonight at 10:30 on Cinema 19.
Good interviews, gentlemen. Ed Butkovich is certainly a guy that has been down here a few times and had some interesting observations on this ball game.
Well, throughout this tournament, we've had ourselves a lot of fine people to talk to.
Now stay tuned for second half action. We'll be ready for the tip-off in just a minute. Reminder that one of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Farmers have been boosting corn yields with DeKalb hybrids since the days of horse-drawn planters. Today's innovative farmers continue to depend on research companies like DeKalb. That's why their high-yield corn programs start with DeKalb XL55A. Yield is the best description. Add fast dry down of quality grain on healthy plants, and you have a yield-packed hybrid. Just a few of the good reasons innovative farmers depend on DeKalb XL55A.
How about giving your home the warm, friendly look of real brick? It's easy and inexpensive with briquettes. Briquettes are real kiln-fired brick, but only 1/2 inch thick. Briquettes are lightweight, so they require no extra support, and they're fireproof. But best of all, you can do it yourself with briquettes. Fireplaces, kitchens, accent walls, anywhere. Real kiln-fired briquettes are available at Paul Geisman Fireplace and Lighting in Peoria.
Crispy golden brown. It's catfish prepared the Lums Village Inn way. Come out to Sheridan Village or the Pekin Mall for a very special catfish dinner. It fills the platter and satisfies your appetite. We deep fry approximately 1 pound of pond-grown catfish in a crispy cornmeal breading and serve it with your choice of potato or spaghetti. Enjoy our well-stocked salad bar while your catfish is being prepared. Lums Village Inn gives you a better choice with this special catfish dinner.
Jim Turpin along with Frank Bassoni and Dick Campbell back at the Assembly Hall in Champaign, ready for the second half of the second semifinal game this afternoon. Well, we've had a couple, haven't we? Luther South won the first one over Oakville 59-57, and this is a 2-point game, 27-25.
Jim, we'd also like to mention the super sectional matchups coming up Tuesday night and Tuesday afternoon at DeKalb. It's Aurora West against Rockford Jefferson. At Peoria, it's Peoria Richwoods against Moline. Aurora East, it'll be Hoffman Estates Conant against Chicago de La Salle. At Carbondale, East St. Louis Lincoln against Effingham. At Evanston, Chicago Gordon Tech against New Trier West. At Normal, Lincoln against Springfield Southeast. We'll pick up the other two in a moment.
There's the tip. It's controlled by Peoria Bergan. Scott Gillis with the ball. Biggest lead for either team was Madison's 8-point lead in that first half at 12-4. Bergan took the lead briefly, but Madison got it back and maintained it until the end of the half. They lead now 27-25.
They've come out in a 1-2-2 zone, Madison, and they've brought that sophomore Czar in there with a little size, 6'5". He's going to try to, there he does. He steps in front of McCabe, picks it off.
Good call, Coach. I know if you keep trying, you get one pretty soon, right? Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Amberg. Off to Gillis, comes down fast. Boy, he's got a great move. He double pumps it off the board. He missed it. Rebound tipped up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there, this time by Charles Claggett. In a hurry, coming the other way is Tyrone Eccles for Madison. Lobs underneath. He gets the ball to Czar, but traveling is called.
They're going to have trouble with that call all day, or not that call, but that move. They make a little pump fake with the ball and slide their feet.
So we played almost a minute here in the third period. No score. 27-25 is the score. Madison leading Bergan. Here is Gillis. Off to Thomas. Now Gillis.
They're looking hard for McCabe. Gillis really orchestrates this thing for them.
Oh, they threw the ball away that time right in the hands of Tyrone Eccles, who threw it behind Pat Hatter coming down the court. End of the ball game for Peoria Bergan is Casey Walsh, and he has replaced Pat Thomas. Rudy Keeling continues to yell, move it down there, and on offense, and perhaps Thomas wasn't moving it enough, so they brought Walsh into the game. So let's see. He has wanted his team to move the ball around the perimeter a little faster than they were doing, apparently. Here is Gillis. Welch. Lob underneath. Amberger's open for the layup, and he got it.
Now they're going opposite McCabe there with Amberg stepping into the backside. Nice pass, dumped down in there to the backside. Offset that double team they're getting on McCabe.
27-27 tie. There is Czar, though, along the baseline, and he puts Madison back in front with a jumper. 29-27. That is 4 points for Czar.
Czar's only a sophomore, shows a good deal of poise.
They've got another sophomore on this roster, Kevin Brown. We haven't seen him yet, but he is 6'7". Plus they have 3 juniors among the starters. Oh, they get the ball to McCabe. Turnaround shot is up. It rolls it in. Scott McCabe does. It's a 29-29 tie. McCabe has scored 10.
I think they brought Welsh in there as a passer, trying to get that inside passing going.
Pat Hatter gets the ball off to Eccles for Peoria Bergan. Now Claggett. Looking for Czar along the baseline.
Staying in the 3-2 zone. Of course, it's been good for them all the way. It has just been a little bit deliberate in the pace.
Here is Czar. Gets the bounce pass. His shot is short, though. They fight for the rebound. Cleared out by Bergan. Off to Welch, who gives to Gillis. Coming down 1-on-3. He stops. He pumps it off the board. He missed it. Tipped up, no good. Next rebound pulled out by Czar in a hurry to carry Guest. Now to Hatter. Morris Hughes off the Madison bench coming back in a moment. 29-29 tie, 5 minutes to go. Long jumper. Claggett got it. 31-29. Long-range jumper. Claggett.
One thing about this Madison team, they've got 3 juniors in there. They're 3 top scorers. Hughes, Hatter, and Claggett are all juniors.
Madison sending 2 people in, both Morris Hughes and Kerwin Stanley. Guest comes out and Eccles comes out. Ball belongs to Peoria Bergan. That is Gillis who will inbound it. Out front it comes to Welch. 31-29. Madison on top by 2. 4:42 for the third period. The winner plays Luther South for the championship tonight. Gillis, long jump shot, misses. 4-on-2 break coming down. Good feed. Shot up Stanley. Blocked from behind. Off to Welch. He comes down 1-on-2 and he'll have to wait. In the corner, Gillis. He lobs for Amberg. Knocked out of bounds. Good defensive work by Claggett. Back in the ball game is Pat Thomas now for Bergan, and Welch goes to the bench. Here is Gillis going to inbound along the baseline, and he gets it to McCabe. 31-29. Madison by 2. 4:17 to go in the third. Gabe Amberg right down the lane. He goes, lays it up and in. He got it, and he is fouled. The basket is going to tie it at 31 all. He has a chance to put Bergan in front.
Nice passing job here. We didn't see the original pass, but it came down to Amber. He lunged down the lane. Nice power move and some big 3-point possibility.
Hamburger scored 6 points in the game. He misses. The tip is short by Wittig, and Madison has this. It's tied at 31. That last foul was on Mark Czar, his first. Long jumper. Claggett off the back of the iron this time, but he goes after his own rebound and keeps after it and tips it out there to Kerwin Stanley. To Czar. He's traveling. It's about the third traveling violation on Czar.
Jim, our sponsors are happy to be able to bring these tournament games on television. If you have any comments about our coverage or suggestions, we'd like to hear from you. Just write high school basketball, box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. Box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois.
Deep pass to McCabe. Out front now. Gillis is going to shoot behind the circle, and he hit it short. Gets it back again. Going to pump it up again off the board. He missed it again. The rebound, though, is up and off the board and in by Steve Wittig.
Very nice rebound. Very nice.
And Bergan has gone in front by 2. Wittig's first points of the game. Hatter bounces that ball. It hits somebody on the foot. Not an intentional kick, though, so the ball is still live. Here is Thomas with the jumper, and he got it. 35-31, Bergan by 4. Their biggest lead in Madison wants a timeout here with 3:07 to go in the third quarter. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Country Companies don't just offer an insurance discount on new homes. We offer more, like special low rates as your house gets older. In fact, your home may qualify for Country Companies' low rates if it's 5, 10, 20 years, even older. So if you're high on your home, see how low we can be on your homeowners. Country Companies, insurance for home, auto, life, health, business, and farm.
We had that game in the bag.
I thought that's why you wanted Mickey to participate in high school sports.
To learn how to lose?
To build character, set goals, to learn that things don't always turn out the way you want them to. Oh, hi, Mickey.
Tough break, kid.
Sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you.
Jim, I'm impressed with the way Bergan players understand their roles in this ball club. Of course, Gillis is the playmaker, the ball handler par excellence. Thomas the shooter, McCabe the inside threat, Ambert the hammering offensive rebounder, defensive rebounder, and then Wittig, he just out there in front of that defense.
Look at that. That is Stanley down the lane, and he is called for palming the ball. Well, I tell you, Madison, the last 3 trips down the court have been called for a couple of traveling violations, and now that one, it's 35-31. Bergan has been able to convert each time into baskets that have put them ahead.
Might mention Larry Graham was just on your picture. He works alone without a formal assistant coach. Bergan's assistants are Jim Carlson and Jerry Crabtree, helping Rudy Keeling.
Amberg lobs for McCabe, knocked out of bounds by Morris Hughes. Oh, they say McCabe hit it last. It'll be Madison ball. Pat Hatter gets it in bounds. Ricky Powers, deep pass. Well, I want to tell you, he is out of bounds. On the sideline, he was out of bounds. The official was not there to see it, but he definitely, right in front of us, was about 6 inches out of bounds. But they converted into a basket. It's now 35-33. Here is Gillis. Down the lane, lobs underneath Amberg, and he is fouled from behind.
Called a player control foul on Tom Gillis here, Jim.
That's right. He dished it off. Looked like he slid sideways, but he caught the defensive man.
It's a 35-33 game. Bergan leads it.
Oh, look at here.
A steal by Gillis. Going to go all the way for the layup, and he got it.
Beautiful play.
Lead back at 4 now, 37-33. That's 8 points for Gillis. He's some player. Long jumper, corner, Claggett. Missed it. Foul on the rebound. And they call that foul on Steve Wittig to say he's backing out on the rebound. That's the second team foul on Bergan. And the second foul on Wittig. It'll be Madison ball to inbound. Here it comes to Powers. Out front now, Stanley. To Powers. Short jumper up. and around by Hughes, no good. Rebound pulled down by Amberg. To Gillis. Bergan with the 4-point lead in the ball. 1:42 to go in the third. Gillis guarded closely. Gets it off to Thomas. Back out front to Woody. Now to Gillis. Pumps the jumper behind the key, and he got it. Oh, a beautiful reverse on the dribble. Went for the jump shot and got it. And it's now 39-33, and a foul is going to be called here on Woody. That's his third.
Reaching in. I think he thought that he got nothing but ball, but the official certainly was right there on the spot and saw it.
Third team foul on Bergan in the half. In the corner is Hatter. His shot is up. It's off the board. No good. Amberg again. Good position on the rebound to Gillis. Down the lane he comes. Gives to McCabe. Off the board and good. Another nice feed from Gillis to McCabe, and now the lead's at 8. Tom Gillis is putting on a show. 41-38.
McCabe's got such a nice touch.
Jump shot up and off, no good. Knocked out of bounds.
Gillis showed us a little Magic Johnson or a little Maravich in his prime there.
Paul Cuthbert comes into the ball game. Gillis is going to take a rest now as John Ruffin comes in also. 56 seconds to go. Dick?
Takes a little courage to take Gillis out of there in a semifinal game, even with an 8-point lead. He's so important to them.
Here's Eccles for Madison, gets the ball to Hughes. His turnaround jumper is off the board, no good. The rebound pulled out of there by McCabe. Off to Thomas. And now Ruffin. 8-point lead for Bergan. 42 seconds to go in the third period.
They're going to handle the ball here, perhaps.
Madison led at halftime, 27-25. But Bergan has had a real good third period. Cuthbert in the corner to Thomas. Now to Ruffin. Cuthbert looking for McCabe. Instead, Thomas. Ruffin, 19 seconds for the third. Now McCabe gets the ball to Cuthbert, and he is fouled by Pat Hatter.
McCabe is an excellent passer for a big man. He steps out on the court and he finds other people. A very versatile basketball player. They use him nicely.
35 in the green. Kerry Guest just came into the ball game. You just saw him on your picture, and going to the line will be Paul Cuthbert for Peoria Bergan.
Paul Cuthbert at the line. 2 shots.
He'll shoot 2. He missed the first. That was the third foul on Pat Hatter. Bergan leads it 41-33. That's the first point scored by Cuthbert in the game. It's 42-33. Look at Stanley all the way down. And a foul is going to be called there on John Ruffin of Bergan. That's the 4th team foul on Peoria Bergan, and the first foul on Ruffin. 11 seconds to go in the third period. Bergan leads 42-33. Out front, Stanley for Madison. In the corner, Hatter. Long jumper. No good. Rebound, Amberg. Gets the ball to Ruffin. 1 second. The shot is up. It's around. It's in. And it counts. With 1 second, he got it up. It rolled around the rim. Was still rolling. And it counts. So it's now 44-33. And one of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Over 50,000 producers make their hogs odds-on favorites to win the marketing race. They sell on Heinold Hog Market's strong daily market for all types and weights of hogs. When prices drop, they protect their profits through Heinold's Guaranteed Hog Price Program. Run the marketing race with Heinold and take home a bigger purse. 23 Heinold Hog Markets serve Illinois producers.
The Savings Game, a game you should be playing with United Savings of Central Illinois. United Savings can show you all the savings moves and help you choose the move that best suits you, your family, and your future. The Savings Game. You should be playing it with us, United Savings of Central Illinois. We want you to win at the Savings Game. It's a happy feeling when you save with us.
Jim, it was 31-31 in the third quarter with 3:18 to go when Bergan's Wittig hit a rebound and Pat Thomas hit a shot. And since then, Bergan's enjoyed a 13-2 run to lead now going into the final quarter, 44-33.
One of the things we should mention perhaps is Madison in the game with Lawrenceville in the super sectional played down at Charleston. Trailed Lawrenceville by 8 points with just 2 minutes to go, came on to tie it and won it 74-68 in overtime. So they can do some come from behind action of their own.
With that quickness and that pressing ability, they'd never be out of it. With 11 points, they could score a lot in a short time.
Fourth and final period. The tip is controlled by Bergan. With it is Gillis. His team leads 44-33. Now McCabe. He threw the ball away, intended it for Ruffin. It's out of bounds. Belongs to Madison. In the third period, Bergan was 9 of 17 from the field, 53%. Madison just 3 of 14. And during that period, Bergan outscored Madison 19-6. Tyrone Eccles gets the ball off to Stanley. Now Eccles.
They may have to start putting that ball up a little sooner, Jim. Time's starting to run out with 11 points. They may have to make it a little quicker.
There is Claggett in the corner. He bounces it to Hughes for the short jumper. He didn't make it. And the rebound is pulled down by Gillis. Tom Gillis, the All-Stater from Peoria Bergan, who has done a lot of things for this ball club all season long, and certainly here this afternoon. He has the ball now. Off to Ruffin. To Amberg, to McCabe. He's open. His layup, he missed it. He got it back. He pushed it up. He missed it again. Hughes had the rebound, and Cuthbert fouled it.
McCabe starting this quarter with a bad pass, a missed layup, and a missed follow-up.
Second foul on Paul Cuthbert. I'd like to remind you again, while we have this opportunity, and as you're looking at Larry Graham, and now at Rudy Keeling, that we'll be on the air at 8 o'clock tonight for an 8:15 championship game. It will match Luther South against the winner of this game.
Rudy Keeling just said to Tom Gillis, Tom, settle him down, tell him we're all right.
Shot is up and missed by Hughes. And the rebound belongs to Peoria Bergan, and Gillis brings it down. 6:52 for the game now. Out it comes to Ruffin. His jumper is off the back of the rim. They fight for the rebound, and it goes to Guest for Madison. Off now to Stanley. Deep pass to Eccles. His jumper is up. It's off the back of the iron. And Guest is going to be called for pushing off on the rebound. That's 4 fouls on Kerry Guest, I believe. That's right, 4. That's the third team foul on Madison. Had Hatter back in for Madison. They lob it into Amberg. He looks for Gillis and gets it to him.
3 people going after him. Boy, he does a marvelous job of throwing out of trouble.
Good dribble. Gets the ball to Amberg. Now Gillis. 6:17 to go. The lead 44-33. Cross-court pass to McCabe. His shot is up. No good. Rebound grabbed out of there by Hatter in a hurry. Down to Stanley at the top of the key. Now he has to wait as the Bergan defense gets back. Get the ball to Hughes. His turnaround jumper is good. Hughes has been having a little tough luck on his shots, but he got that one down.
They needed that one to get something going.
44-39 now. The lead at 9 for Bergan. Here is Gillis. Side to Ruffin. McCabe to Amberg. Cuthbert lost the ball, but he's fouled. No, he's called for traveling. Paul Cuthbert picks up the travel call.
Bergan's had a little dead spot here. They need to get one down themselves.
Here is Eccles coming across the line on the dribble. Beats everybody. Pumps it up. It's blocked from behind by Ruffin, but Ruffin fouled him. And Bob Shermer is coming into the ball game for Bergan.
It might be a time for Rudy Keeling to take a timeout and settle his people down. They're getting good shots, but they're not going down for them. And that kind of a lead is a little bit, it's too long to try to pull it out and handle it a little bit. And you want them to continue to score, but you can lose your way a little bit right about this point in the ball game.
Pat Thomas has also come back in for Bergan. Free throw is good. It rolled around Eccles, but it fell in. 44-38 now. 3 points for Eccles. This shot is up and good. 44-37, the lead at 7. Bergan on top, but they've hit a little cold spell, and Madison making a little comeback. 5:20 to go. Fourth quarter. Tried to lob the ball to Shermer, stolen again by Madison. Bring it down to Stanley, and stolen by Gillis. Coming down one-on-one with Eccles. He beats him to the left side, and Eccles fouls it.
Boy, switched hands on that dribble, Jim. Took it around to the side, and the only thing he could do, was to go after that ball because it was going to be layup time. He got him.
Eccles is only 5'9", going against the 6'1" Gillis.
So, timeouts. Madison have 4. Bergan has 5 left. Those will be critical coming down here to the end.
Here is McCabe to Shermer. Back to Gillis. 5:03 to go. Lob for McCabe over his head and out of bounds. Tom Gillis made a real bad pass there, intended for McCabe. It was way over his head, out of bounds. It belongs to Madison.
Bergan still hasn't scored a point in the quarter.
Eccles brings it down. Gets the ball to Guest. Now to Hatter. Back to Guest. Knocked away from him. It goes to the floor. There's a big scramble and a jump ball is called. Well, did Bob Shermer went to that pile-up, didn't he, in a hurry? 6'5", 200.
Peoria Bergan zone has just been excellent. They give you absolutely nothing on the outside, and they've forced several turnovers too.
6'5" Amberg in against the 5'9" Eccles. Calling for the towel to wipe up a little perspiration.
UCLA 46, Clemson 35.
46-35 was the score they just gave us. UCLA beating Clemson. There's a tip, Amberg. And Madison's going to be called for being in the circle too soon, and the ball belongs to Peoria Bergan. Larry Graham's asking for an explanation of that call. Ball belongs to Bergan. 4:41 to go. Deep pass off to Thomas. Now to Shermer, to Gillis. And Peoria Bergan wants a timeout here with 4 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the game. And Bergan leading 44-37. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Dave Bender just bought another $25,000 of life insurance. Not unusual, except 6 weeks ago, Dave had a heart attack. He also had a guaranteed insurability option he'd arranged through his Country Company's agent, so he could buy more insurance at low rates regardless of physical condition. Guaranteed insurability, the option that gives you options. Country Companies, insurance for life, health, home, auto, farm, and business.
Happening now and only in Peoria. It's the incredible 1980 Home and Auto Hi-Fi Show. Take advantage of factory-authorized deals from over 40 reps. Thousands of square feet of tomorrow's audio and television for you to check out. But it all ends Sunday. The Peoria Hi-Fi Show at the Playback Store at 4234 Brandywine Drive in Peoria. Over $1 million in inventory at factory-authorized deals. But it ends Sunday at 6. Be there.
Playback, the electronic playground.
You're looking at Larry Graham. It's a 44-37 ball game. His team, Madison, trailing. Play is resumed. The ball belongs to Peoria Bergan to throw in from the sideline. Tom Gillis will inbound it. Gets it to Amberg. Back to Gillis now. 4:32 to go. Now McCabe. We thought he traveled. The fans did, and he got the ball to Thomas, and he lost it out of bounds.
Little loss of poise here momentarily. They're starting to press a bit with that lead.
Here's Eccles with the ball. 4:11 to go. His team is down by 7. In the corner, Hatter, long jumper, missed it. Rebound McCabe. Deep pass off to Thomas, coming down 2-on-1, but Thomas, I think, is going to wait and hold things up and get the ball back to Gillis.
Yeah, this is the guy here, Gillis, that makes those decisions about the break.
Lob out front to Thomas.
Yeah, they're spreading a little bit. They're trying to pull him out. See if they can't get the uncontested inside. Nice pass. 3 seconds. Yeah.
Lane violation called against Bergan. Shermer was right underneath the basket, but the lane call gives Madison the ball with 3:41 to go. 44-37, Bergan on top.
Jim Bergan still hasn't scored in this quarter. Maybe their defense will turn one over for them to get their point.
Long set shot. Eccles misses the iron, hits the board, but Hatter has the rebound. It's up and in. And it's now a 5-point game. 44-39. Gillis brings it down. Gets the ball off to Thomas. Thomas Amberg. Back to Thomas. Now Gillis. 3:11 to go. That 11-point lead is suddenly 5. Now here's McCabe. His shot is up. It's good, and he is fouled. Oh, a big basket for Bergan.
Yeah, the drought has been broken.
14 points for McCabe.
That's 5 against Madison. McCabe will be on the line with 1 shot.
It's getting awfully close, but with pull him out, stretch him out, there may be some easy buckets coming for Bergan.
Morris Hughes got the foul. That's his first. McCabe completes the 3-point play. It's now 47-39. Let's see if that's a block or a charge. It's going to be an Amberg. Rich Amberg picks up the blocking call. That's his second foul. There's Rudy Keeling.
Here it is. Let's see if he got stopped. No, he's moving. He's moving. The right call. They're usually right.
You can see how this Madison team made that comeback against a fine Lawrenceville team. They just keep coming on.
Those officials are usually right when you're sitting here, but when you're on the bench, sometimes you have another opinion.
That's the first time you've complimented those guys in a while, Coach. Shots up and good by Eccles. It's now 47-40. Claggett is back in for Madison. Tyrone Eccles will have one more free throw here. He has scored 5 points so far in the game. Now he's got 6, and it's a 47-41 game. There's the ball being kicked by Guest.
In this second half, Bergan's been utilizing the big man, Amberg, to lob to and to throw over the top of that press. Been very effective.
Gillis inbounds it, gets it to Amberg. 3 minutes to go now. Back to Gillis. He's looking for help. Gets it to Shermer. Now Gillis. Shermer down the lane. His shot is up and off the board, and he missed it. He tips it up, no good. He gets it again. This third shot is up, no good. The next one is off Amberg, out of bounds. It belongs to Madison, and Rich Amberg cannot believe that call. He thinks that it went off a Madison player, but he does not get the call. It belongs to Madison. .235 to go. 47-41 game. Eccles guarded closely by Amberg. He throws the ball way almost over the head of Guest, who went up and got up and then came down with it out of bounds. A very bad pass.
Yeah, it was a good job defensively there. Even though they get the lead, they're not backing off. They're keeping the heat on, and that pressure out in front with about 8-9 seconds of the 10 forced that long out of bounds pass.
47-41. Bergan leads it. The winner of this game plays Luther South for the championship tonight. Our broadcast will start at 8. Tip-off time 8:15. Amberg loses the ball. Grabbing it out of there is Morris Hughes for Madison. He drives. He shoots a short baseline jumper and gets it. It's now 47-43.
Only 3 points in this quarter.
Here is Thomas for Bergan, coming across the line, down the lane, gets the ball to Shermer. His shot is off the board and good. He had two people he could have thrown it to. He gives it to Shermer. It's 49-43. Bergan leading, 2 minutes to go. Here is Guest, had the ball deflected. He gets it back. Having trouble. His shot is now blocked by McCabe, and he gets it off to Thomas. Going for the layup, and he missed it. Tipped up and tipped in by Shermer on the follow.
That was outside the cylinder, apparently. They let it go. Thomas, 2 big baskets here.
Now driving for the shot is Eccles, and he is fouled. It's 51-43, Bergan, with 1:40 to go.
Thomas came to the fore there, brought the ball down, and was responsible for 2 buckets. Really, he's been backing off on the break, but those 2 times he took it. They needed that.
And the big guy Shermer has really given them a couple of crucial baskets here.
Yeah, he's really strong around that hoop.
Steve Wittick is back into the ball game, and Rich Amberg has come out for Bergan. At the line to shoot 2 will be Tyrone Eccles. We'll have one more. It's 51-43. Bergan leads, 1:40 to go for the game. Next week, the AA comes to town. And then, in 2 weeks, it's the girls A and AA. And then on May 24th, we have the track meet for you. 51-44 with 1:39 to go. Here is Gillis in trouble. But he clears the pass nicely to Wittig. Across the line, Wittig. In the corner, Shermer. His shot is up, and he missed that one. Rebound, Wittig. He's fouled from behind by Pat Hatter.
They have to go after it. They're behind. They gotta offer it everything.
That's the 4th foul on Hatter. Wittig will be at the line to shoot 2. Wittig has scored 2 points in the game. And now 3. 52-44. Bergan leads it with 1:27 to go. That one is short. Rebound pulled down by Hughes. Off it comes to Stanley. Deep pass. Short jumper up, no good. Rebound, jump ball call. McCabe for Bergan. And Kerry Guest for Madison. There's the tip. Jump shot is up. The jump shot is good by Hatter. And a timeout has been called here by Madison. That basket makes it a 52-46 ball game in favor of Bergan with 1:14 to go. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Acres of gold keeping America going. Acres of gold keeping the trade winds blowing. Acres of gold keeps the economy growing. It's a great feeling knowing we've got acres of gold.
Stuck in a kitchen you can't live with? Sunnyland Cabinet knows what a kitchen should be. Your kitchen should fit your family's lifestyle. Your kitchen should be designed especially for you, with features that make life a little easier. You don't have to live with an outdated kitchen. Let Sunnyland Cabinet show you a kitchen you can live with and love working in.
Remodel your kitchen now and save 30 to 40%. Free design service and financing is available at Sunnyland Cabinet.
Timeouts will be crucial at this point. Madison still has 2, and Bergan, of course, has 4.
The first ball game this afternoon, in case you missed it, Luther South has defeated Oakville 59-57. Luther South is now in the championship game. Oakville moves to the 3rd place game. Luther South, of course, will play the winner of this game tonight at 8:15 tip-off time, 8 o'clock broadcast time for the championship game for Class A. Peoria Bergan ball. Woody gets it to Thomas. Deep pass. 1:07 to go. That's Gillis out front.
There's an 80% free throw shooter there that they fouled.
Pat Hatter knocked the ball away from him from behind. Hatter picks it up. That's his 5th foul. We've got him for 5 anyway.
This Bergan team is a 73% free throw shooting team on the year, and their 2 guards are 80 and 79. So that's a great feeling for a coach to have people out there handling the ball that shoot them that well.
Pat Hatter has come out of the ball game. And he scored 14 points. Good player. Pat is 6'2", 160 pound, one of the 3 junior starters on that Madison club. And as we mentioned, they have 2 sophomores, one at 6'5" and one at 6'7".
We'd also like to remind you, Jim, that our sponsors are very happy to be able to bring you these tournament games on television. If you have any comments about our coverage, we'd like to hear from you. Write High School Basketball, Box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. That's High School Basketball, Box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. And we hope you enjoy the games, watching them as much as we're enjoying working for you.
Lucas has come on here for Madison, replacing Hatter. Greg is 6'1", a senior. At the line will be Gillis. He has scored 10 points so far in the game, has done an outstanding job handling the ball and assisting. He missed the free throw, though, and there's a foul going to be called on Rich Amberg on the rebound. 1:03 to go. The lead at 6 for Bergan.
Don't go away, folks.
I was just going to say, each time you think Bergen's about to lock it up, something like that happens. Gillis should think ordinarily would make the free throws and perhaps put this one out of reach. Instead, he misses. There's a foul on the rebound. And now Morris Hughes is at the line for Madison.
Possibly could have been 8, and it might be 4.
He got the first. It's 52-47.
The best thing that can happen to Madison, score points with the clock stopped.
He got them both. It's 52-48. This one isn't over yet. Amberg gets it to Gillis. 1 minute to go now. Gillis down fast, still on the dribble, to the baseline, way out front to Thomas. 52 seconds to go to Gillis. To Thomas. Here's a foul going to be called on Greg Lucas, I believe. Right, he just came into the ball game. Greg Lucas picks it up. And going to the line will be Pat Thomas. He called the intentional foul, so he'll have 2. Thomas has scored 7 points in the game so far. 47 seconds to go. He made that one 53-48. The lead at 5 now for Bergan. He missed that one, though. 46 seconds to go. Here is Eccles down fast for Madison. Long jumper behind the key. He got it. Tyrone Eccles cuts it to 3. 53-50. 36 seconds to go. Gillis with the ball. Deep pass. Underneath. Layup off the board. Missed by McCabe. And the rebound is pulled down by Guest. 25 seconds to go. The lead at 3 for Bergan. Here is Eccles again. He bounces it off the foot of Morris Hughes, out of bounds. It belongs to Bergan. Oh, Eccles tried to feed that ball to Hughes. He bounced it too close to Hughes. It hit him on the shin, went out of bounds. It belongs to Bergan. And a timeout has been called with 19 seconds to go. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Jim Taylor has never thought about insurance, but his parents have. So there'd always be the financial security to let Jim climb to the top, to be the best he can be. There are lots of families like Jim's in Illinois, and Country Companies have been providing them with all kinds of insurance for over 50 years. Country Companies, proud to be serving the people of Illinois, proud to be a sponsor of IHSA sports telecasts.
Hi, I'm Mike Dean, manager of the Peoria office of Shearson Loeb Rhodes, America's fastest growing investment firm. At Shearson Loeb Rhodes, we offer many investment products and services designed to meet your personal financial needs. And now to better serve our Peoria clients, we're moving to a new location at 123 Adams. So please stop by. I'd be happy to show you the office and acquaint you with some of the many services we have to offer.
Shearson Loeb Rhodes, 123 Southwest Adams, Peoria.
Peoria Bergan leads at 53-50, and Dick Campbell, Madison had an opportunity there, and that bad pass, and then their anxiety to get the ball in there, gave Bergan the ball.
They need an interception right here.
Here is Gillis, lobs in for Amberg to Thomas, and Amberg, as he threw the ball back to Thomas, was fouled. And the foul is called on Kerwin Stanley. 59% foul shooter. That's the third foul on Stanley. Amberg at the line. He has scored 6 points in the game thus far. 18 seconds to go. 53-50 Bergan.
Big free throw.
54-50 now. Missed that one, but he goes for the rebound. He tips it to McCabe, who missed the shot, and it's tipped in by Amberg, and he is fouled. That locks it up. That's 56-50 with 13 seconds to go. and Amberg has a chance to complete the three-point play. Peoria Bergan is going to be in the finals here. Well, Dick Campbell, these two ball clubs are really gone at each other. The fatigue factor may be very important tonight.
I believe it is.
Now 57-50 as Amberg completes a three-point play. Driving, laying it off the board, no good. And a foul is called with 5 seconds to go underneath. Going to the line from Madison will be Morris Hughes. Foul is on Amberg. So tonight it'll be Luther South against Peoria Bergan. Once again, we would like to remind you that we'll change in time from past years. Tip-off time will be 8:15. Our broadcast time, 8 o'clock tonight for the championship game. Hughes makes the first, 57-51. 5 seconds to go. Missed that one, rebound fought for. Goes to the floor, Hughes has it, turnaround jumper up, no good. That's the end of the ball game. Peoria Bergan has won it 57-51. Peoria Bergan wins it by 6 and thus goes into the championship game tonight against Luther South. 57-51 is the final. We're going to have some interviews for you, some other interesting things here, but once again, let me remind you, and we keep repeating this because it is a change from past years. We're moving the championship game to 8:15. Our broadcast time for that game will be 8 o'clock. And then, of course, a week from now, we will have the Class AA, and then following that, we will have the girls 2 weeks from now. Right now, let's go to Frank Bassoni and Dick Campbell.
Thank you, Jim. The final score, Bergan 57, Madison 51, and that sets it up. There's one more game left, Dick Campbell. It's Bergan and Luther South.
I'm concerned about the fatigue element, Frank, at this point. I think two people that are so crucial to this Bergan team really had to spend themselves in that game. Gillis fighting that press all night long, fighting through there. He's got to come back, and he's got to be fresh and strong tonight. Same way with McCabe. He seemed to be tired that second half, and he missed some shots, and that's when you can tell they're getting tired. I would say, although it was a close ball game in the first one this afternoon, Luther South, I don't think, had to spend the energy to get here that maybe this, and they've got a little more rest, too, a couple more hours.
Dick, would that perhaps change coaching strategy in a championship game? Would a Rudy Keeling decide to use more substitutions or play at a slower pace because of the fatigue factor?
I think he very well could. I know that's the way he substituted through the whole tournament with a lot of people. However, I didn't feel he substituted quite as much today as he had yesterday. And consequently, I'm not sure. It's all for the marbles, or for all the marbles tonight, and you may not want to change up too much.
Let's bring in the principal of the coach of the Madison High School. Come here, Dan Kostensky. Yes. Principal of Madison, of course, and your kids and your coach just did everything they could to get to the championship game and came up a little short.
It's one of those things, you know, what can you say? I'm really emotionally and physically drained. We've been cheering and rooting this team on since the finals of the sectional, and we've had 3 or 4 just really rugged, emotional games.
You were almost out of the battle against Lawrenceville, and your team came on.
Just a miracle, you know, what can you say? It was just something.
3 top scorers are juniors, Mr. K, and you got that sophomore coming back in there, the big guy. You'll very well be back here another time.
Well, you know, it's tough to say, and people kind of laugh at us in Madison when we say, well, this was really supposed to be a rebuilding year. We came on, we did a heck of a job with our kids, and we got this far. But seriously, we thought that next year would be the year that we'd really have a good shot at going all the way.
I can think of a lot of teams that would like to rebuild with 27 victories.
Yeah. And every time we say around Madison in our area that we're rebuilding, they laugh. They say, yeah, again, you always say that.
You said you're emotionally drained now. Is it really as bad as going before the school board for some big proposal that you'd like to have?
It's just about the same. Just about the same, right.
Let's talk a little bit, if you will, about this team of yours and the plans that your school or community might have to meet them and so forth.
Thank you. I'd like to say something. Yeah, we would, when we get back to Madison, we've already put into action plans for an assembly reception for our team at the high school gymnasium, and this will be at 1:30, starting at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and we'll just see where it goes from there. In the past we've had a parade, but at this point we haven't got any plans for a parade, but we will be having a reception and an assembly in the high school gymnasium.
Well, thank you very much, and your young men and your coaching staff came through with flying colors and all the care.
Thank you very much.
Dan Kostensky, principal of Madison High School. Now we're going to call in one of the executives from the Illinois High School Association, Mr. Robinson, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about a wonderful tournament that you guys have going on this year.
Well, thanks very much, Frank. So far, we're very happy and very pleased with the way things have gone.
Don, I think that some of the fans would like to know a little bit about the officiating for the games. I think the tournament has been very well worked, and how do these officials happen to get here?
Well, they're initially identified by the coaches around the states and the member schools, and we have an elaborate rating system that involves the coaches' ratings right on from the regional level right on through the state final, and it takes about 10 years for an official to acquire the kind of ratings that would allow him to work here.
That's probably the trouble with the system when the coaches have to do the evaluate. I'm sure that somewhere along the way there's a balance. One official cannot be put down too badly by a personality conflict with one coach. I'm sure it has to be an evaluating process that covers more ground than just that, doesn't it, Don?
Yeah, that's absolutely true, Dick. Like I say, the officials are generally identified for the Illinois High School Association at the regional level, and from that time we observed them several times, you know, throughout a couple of years, and Mr. Astroth observes them, I observe them. We have some other people who do that for us, and so it's not solely appointed by the coaches. We understand that there's conflict there from time to time.
Don, we have a moment here to ask you about the championship game coming up tonight. Two fine basketball teams, Peoria Bergan, Luther South. Give us your impressions of the game.
Well, Luther South is certainly an awesome physical team. They, you know, it's going to be tough to beat them. However, Bergan certainly moves the ball well, and they're very good team pressing, and I really look for an outstanding game. You know, I wouldn't pick a winner, certainly, but it looks to me like it's just going to be a heck of a ball game for the fans to watch.
We've had a wonderful tournament all the way through with all the teams. That all-tournament team is going to be tough to come by.
Well, fortunately, Frank, the Illinois High School Association doesn't pick the all-star team. That's done by the media people, and our Constitution and bylaws don't allow us to be a part of that. So good luck to those people making those choices. There's some outstanding players here.
What the IHSA does do, though, is a very good job, and we thank you, Don Robinson, for spending some time with us.
Well, thank you, Frank, for being with us, and you too, Dick. Thanks very much.
Now let's go to Jim Turpin.
Quickly a look at the scoring on these two ball clubs in the second semifinal game. First of all, for Madison, Eccles had 9 points, Powers 2, Claggett 4, Hughes 13, Hatter 14, and Czar had 4. And now look for Peoria Bergan. Thomas 8, Wittig had 3, Gillies 10, McCabe the leading scorer with 15, Amberg had 10, Ruffin 2, Cupford had 1, and Shermer had 8. Peoria Bergan has moved its record to 23 wins and 8 losses. Madison moves into the third place game with a record now of 27 and 5. The first game this afternoon was won by Luther South. So Luther South's record becomes 26 and 5 going into the championship game, and Oakville going into the third place game this evening has a record of 28 wins and 6. Once again, here's Frank Bissoni. Frank.
Thanks, Jim. And now there are two teams for the Class A State High School Basketball Championship in Illinois. Tonight's 8 o'clock game will pit Luther South. Luther South with a tall front line, 6'7", 6'7", and 6'6". They won the first game here today. They'll have a little extra rest. They will be going against Peoria Bergan in that championship game tonight. And Jim Turpin, it's really something. Think of how the players must feel if you're tired.
Well, yeah, we've had two kind of heart stoppers here this afternoon, Frank, and I know that the comments that Dick Campbell made, I would certainly agree with, that coming back from his second game this afternoon and going into those games tonight would be tough. although we did, remember, move up everything by an hour. So the fact that we started this morning at just after 11 o'clock is certain to help.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you talk about heart stoppers this afternoon, I think we've got at least one more on tap for tonight.
Well, I think you're right. Everything that's been said about these two ball clubs are early on. They were picked as two as the favorites, and now they're all set to go at each other.
Jim Turpin, thank you. And now for Jim Turpin and Dick Campbell, Frank Bissoni from the Assembly Hall. Join us again tonight at 8 for the championship game.
You've been watching another Illinois High School Association championship event. Your network hosts have been DeKalb Ag Research and the more than 750 local DeKalb dealers supplying Illinois farmers with quality hybrid seed, and Country Companies Insurance and the nearly 1,000 Country Companies agents in Illinois.
Watch Lawrence Welk's Silver Anniversary Show tomorrow at 4 here on 19. Watch Dean Martin, Ann Margaret, and Carl Malden in the mystery comedy Murderer's Row tonight at 10:30 on Cinema 19.
My name is Laureen Michaels, and I'm from Sarah, Oklahoma. And we do welcome you to our city, Mr. President. And instead of a question, I have a comment. As a citizen of the United States of America, of Western Oklahoma, of the rural community, and more particularly as mother of three teenage sons, I want to express to you my personal prayers and gratitude for your role as peacemaker in the world today.
People have disagreed with President Carter on various issues, but on one point there is absolute agreement stretching all across the nation. More than any other president in recent times, this man has been a peacemaker. Keep him on the job.
We didn't have time to properly salute you last week for your championship, and all sports announcers deal in cliches, and our best one is momentum. Momentum really worked for you this week. You won last week, and this week you bellied up.
Well, Dave, 10 straight weeks I was right in the hunt, and then I finally won one last week, and then we had a 192-man field here this week, and I finished 193rd. So, yeah, momentum isn't really everything.
You're entitled to that. We have some momentum this week in an unusual field with lots of stories unfolding.
Dave, the first group of players we have are 3 youngsters. They're all making their television debut, and probably the most famous rookie to ever hit the tour, Pete Weber's in the number 3 position. He's the son of Hall of Famer Dick Weber. In the final 2 matches, we're going to have the 2 bowlers that have dominated bowling for the last 10 years. Earl Anthony, he's the defending champion right here. He's also been named the bowler of the decade. He's very tough.
In the #1 position, Mark Roth. He's been the bowler of the year the last 3 years. He also bowled 3 300s in this tournament, tying a record held by none other than Dick Weber.
And we were here last night for the position round, and Mark Roth in from the right into the pocket. Earl Anthony from the left, right into the pocket consistently. Can we expect more of the same?
Dave, the lanes are very dry this week, and usually the players move to the center of the lane. But this week they've opted to go on the outside line, very similar to what we used to see 10, 12 years